Way is a nonprofit organization in Central Alberta that was created to help the community as a whole in terms of supporting people in need and also supporting social service agencies. It was created 43 years ago and has funded $20 million into the Central Alberta community.
United Way is the most efficient and effective way of investing funds in Central Alberta. There are a whole host of agencies that do great work in our community. However, where the United Way brings the most value is that they work with the agencies day in and day out. They understand what their needs are, they understand what their pressure points are, and they have the most, in my opinion, the most efficient mechanism for channeling resources to where they're needed at specific points in time.
The array of how do we support the community, we support them in volunteer assistance, we support them financially, and we support them in significant ways. We're working with policy, advancing some new social policy discussions in Alberta, as well as supporting the community with volunteer assistance, growth and capacity.
You know what caused us to set the goal this year for $2 million was Ron Woodward over at the Red Deer College. Ron is a past chair of the United Way campaign. Back in 2005 he chaired this campaign. Did an extraordinary job and has been active ever since, but one of the pieces of advice that Ron had given to me as the incoming chair was set a lofty goal, and it doesn't really matter whether you hit it or not, you're going to do great work, and the higher the goal you set for yourself, the harder you're going to work at achieving it, and he was right. So I give a lot of credit to our goal this year to Ron Woodward, and appreciate his input and insight into getting there. But Henry Ford had a quote that I think is very powerful, and the quote goes something like this: if you think you can or if you think you can't, you're right. And so this year what we did with our campaign is we focused on the fact that we were going to hit a new benchmark. We got together at the beginning of January to see where we were doing with the campaign, and it looked like we were about $120,000 shy of what our goal was. And so we had a little brainstorming session, talked about things we could do, and we all left the meeting, and then got a phone call from my wife about something she'd heard on the radio and my legs being waxed. So it wasn't really my idea. It came from my colleagues, but you know what, it was fun. It was exciting, and it seemed to play a role in motivating people to give a little bit more this year to help us achieve our goal. So we accomplished what we wanted to accomplish. I'm happy about it, and I would do it again.
One of our philosophies at United Way is that everyone has something to contribute, and that at one point in our lives we all have a need where we can't go it alone. And United Way speaks to that in so many ways. And when you look at how communities become resilient and how they thrive, it's by each one of us partaking in the community in some form or fashion, contributing and accepting the help when we need it. And we are stronger when we come together around those points. And so we believe that community matters, we believe that we all have something to contribute, and we believe that together we can build a stronger community. And we think that there's no more important time than today to look at those concepts and those philosophies and to understand them and to work them in our communities. I think that the best way is to learn about their community, become knowledgeable about the issues that are existing and some of the challenges that individuals are going through and communities are going through. I think when you become aware of what's happening, and it tugs at some heartstrings to do something. We all want to live in communities that are safe and welcoming. We all want to be a part of a larger network, whether it's the sports team or whether it's your peer group at work. And so I think everybody has a place in that storyline to become involved in their community.
Getting involved in your community is easy. You just have to step forward, find a cause you're interested in, put up your hand. You know, I like quotes, and there's one quote that I think really speaks to how easy it is to get involved in your community. And the quote goes something like this: 90% of anything is showing up. And so from a volunteer perspective, people generally have the capability to either give time or give money or give in some sort of way. And everybody in Central Alberta, I think, gives at some level in terms of either helping the children or helping the community or doing those different types of initiatives. As a volunteer, all I ask people in Central Alberta to do is consider giving us some of your money or consider giving us some of your time. And I think you'll actually find giving the time is a more rewarding experience for you. You'll learn as much as you give back into the community, and everybody will win.